5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to Quiet on Set. Another week with the two Kevs. Stobie and the two Kevs.
We both showed up again.
It's like we recorded it back to back.
Shut your mouth. Hashtag editor. Hashtag gonna make me look like a dick now.
I have Photoshop.
We're only gonna do a quickie one this week because it's Snowman.
So go on, get the fun facts out as well.
Oh, the fun facts. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. What's the fun facts? They used actual snow. Let's have a look. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
He won't.
I like the stupidness of sometimes. Somebody was like, no.
Oh, for God's sake. Would you like to be a guest star on Quiet on Set, the podcast? Michael Fassbender started shooting this movie 2 days after rapping on Assassin's Creed. It makes sense why he was so fatigued throughout the entire movie. Just like
that guy,
dead.
He just looked like... It's like Logan. He just slept through the whole movie. He literally sleeps. It's like me now. Just need to sleep. It's still killing me from my my things I was doing yesterday. I can't think of the fucking name of it.
Squats.
No. Can't do squats with my knee.
I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. For Christmas. Do you know what I'm actually gonna give that to someone else? Oh my god, if I do Chris Kringle, I'm getting that printed on a t-shirt for someone.
Oh,
I can't do squats with me.
Oh, I had to make that. And now
oh my god,
I had to make an image with that.
Let's change our podcast name to that. Hello, you're listening to I Can't Do Squats with Me.
And this week we're going to talk about
What it's like being old. If something falls on the ground, it's there forever.
I'm not getting that.
I may squat down.
I would like that walk now. Something falls on the ground, it's like, yeah, it's gone.
Oh no, that's it.
There's a broom. That's
I'm
fine.
I'm at that point where you make sound effects for your movement.
Yeah, and there. So, welcome to the Old Man's Podcast. This week we're talking about Snowman. And the only fun fact I actually want to read is...
Why did you redo the intro? We already did this.
Because I just...
5 minutes later.
I changed it. This podcast is brought to you by Kev's Laughter. The unstoppable force and the immovable object. And he cannot do squats with his knee.
Alright, what is the fun fact?
Okay, the reason I redid the intro is because I renamed it Old Man.
I didn't even notice that.
Fuck's sake. Can't wait for you to notice it when you're editing them. Anyway, apparently Michael Fassbender bought drinks for the whole crew after a long day of shooting. The next day, the rigging electrician Carl Andre Brew walked up to the famous actor and said, "Thanks for the hangover, man." Rumour has it Fassbender cracked up and was unable to keep a straight face for the rest of the day. So exactly like you now for the rest of this video.
Alright, so what is that your only fun fact you want to give us?
Most of them are just kind of like Martin Scorsese was supposed to direct, looking to direct, and then Ridley Scott to... Martin Scorsese's good, but Ridley Scott's gone down to fucking hell.
Wait, who did direct?
Some Norwegian chap, I think.
So what did it get for the people who actually care about Rotten Tomato? Did it get 6?
Our adoring Rotten Tomato fans.
I think it's on that one.
It is. That's why I left it open. Hello. 8% it got.
Fuck off. It's a great film.
Great is a bit of a stretch now.
It's just
I
very...
realise I'm holding your Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book. It is... How many pages?
165.
No. It's not 300 and...
I said 165.
No, but like...
That's shocking.
What?
How many pages is it?
It's 77.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't read it in about a year.
Just watch the movie.
I did.
Right, so
And I've read the books, the actual Harry Potter books, and they're like fucking 500-600 pages.
right, so
Yeah, so 8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Michael Fassbender's the best character in the whole fucking thing.
This is the only character in the whole fucking
you
thing.
spoiled it.
I didn't fucking spoil it.
You literally went, "Oh, he's a nice guy,"
No, you went, "Oh, he's a nice guy,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "You think, wouldn't you?"
and you ruined it. It was like, "Oh, he's a bad guy," because there was no signs pointing to him. He was just a nice, jolly
There was
guy.
no signs pointing to him up until that point when you were like, "Oh, he's a nice guy," because like seconds later that was the part when he said he's a nice guy at the part where he picked up, where he was like he called his wife or he called his girlfriend, the mom from Nymphomaniac, and he was just checking in. And you were like, "Oh, he's a nice guy," and I was like, "You think so, wouldn't you?" When he has like fucking serial killer gloves on and he calls her out of nowhere.
I think this
After
was,
the touchiest sex scene in the world.
This is one of
What sex is that? Did I miss the sex scene? Where was the sex
The
scene?
bit where she's fucking humping Michael Fassbender's brains out in the middle of the floor. Like,
Yeah,
my...
but
Hardly! Don't exaggerate, Stobie.
it's like
to be fair, I seen her in Nymphomaniac. She does some worse things.
Jesus fucking
I still haven't watched it, but all she does is
don't
just
watch
dry humping.
Yeah, literally.
There's a bit of dry humping. He didn't even seem like he was.
Would count as a sexual scene, a sex scene.
Yeah, but you just exaggerate saying like she humped the shit out. No, she didn't.
I'm trying to get people to go see it.
It's not that
Unlike the
bad.
people that made the film.
Yeah, when we saw it.
For me, this was one of the better films I've seen this year.
Yeah, I liked it. It's just a cut and paste fucking.
It's just kind of a that movie happened kind of movie.
It's a good murder mystery. I'd never watch it again.
No,
I went to see it twice.
By the way, I didn't read a book. Just trying to.
Did anyone?
We're
Joe
in-
Nesbo, please sponsor us.
Is this wait? Can we make sure this author's still alive this time before we slag him?
No, Joe Nesbo's definitely alive. He was
Okay.
interviewed by what's his name?
No, I really like it. I got a lot of people
Mackerel.
moaned about the pace of the film, especially at the start. But then we were talking about Blade Runner and how I thought that was very slow paced for me. But I really didn't mind the pace of this film.
No, my problem with this movie is it starts off like a supernatural type film. Because you're like, because his ma just out and hours like, and just fucking, the car goes into a bleeding lake. Right?
It's
And
not
they
really
zoom in.
supernatural.
They zoom in on the snowman before they
She
leave.
stopped driving, so the car lost control of the steering.
Someone actually because I thought it was gonna be a killer snowman, right? Originally,
Yeah,
because
everyone thinks it's
cause
called
there's-
fucking
Oh,
snowman.
I did think that
Because
because
it's a
I
film.
knew fuck all about it.
Because there's a movie called Fred Claus, not that one, a different one,
Yeah,
where
this
he's a
is-
killer snowman, right?
Or Jack Frost, where he's not a killer snowman, but
Yeah.
he might as well.
No, when I heard the Snowman, I thought it was just a horror type film, and as you said, it's about an actual snowman that kills people. I didn't think it was kind of a psychological.
But then,
thriller.
out of nowhere, it just cuts to.
But then, someone we work with was like, "Oh, he's a crap killer." They only saw a bit of it, right? They didn't see the full movie. I was like, "The snowman's not the killer," and he's like, "Oh, that makes loads of sense."
He's a crap killer. Well, standing around the snow and make that about you, like he doesn't move, he
He's just
doesn't
a
laugh.
he's just a calling card of the killer. Have you never watched Bones?
I don't know. To me, it was just like this would make like it would make a good episode of Bones.
No, I really enjoy. I like
a
the
film, like
I like the starting of it.
But
With the ma and the kid and
just
dad.
about made the
Do you know what I mean? The way he's
that
like
was
quizzing
so
the child.
fucking creepy
He gets
when he was,
aggressive with the
when he was
mother.
hitting the ma. You teach him.
It was such a weird opening to a film, and it made me feel uncomfortable straight away. And then
I wasn't
for her
very
to kind of stalk him, I guess, follow him and chase him in the car, and then she just for some reason breaks down and lets the car slide onto the ice.
yeah. That was for me. That was the bit like if it had been supernatural, that would have been.
Be
a perfect-
honest now. Did you think that child was Michael Fassbender?
Yeah, I thought.
I assumed that was the way they wanted you to think it
Yeah.
because the next cut is to him. Like.
Yeah, and obviously he's a drunk, and you think, oh, he had a traumatic childhood, and that's why he's grown up to be like this.
Yeah, and then
That is what you think.
out of nowhere, it's just not that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Val Kilmer's Rafto in this also an alcoholic out of nowhere.
Wow, he is aged.
Val Kilmer's was he the
He's your one's dad.
that's
He
I was just like I can't
aged.
picture. I was like I know
That's
you're an actor.
Batman.
Yeah, I know. No, what happened to Val Kilmer is he put on a lot of weight, and then he got his life together, and he got rid of it, but it didn't
It changed his face.
change his face like it changed his face on person.
Like so I think the most awkward thing with this entire movie experience was watching it, right? It was me and you, two Mollys in front of us, and then in the corner was a family with a really young daughter, and I was just like, this is... no.
Especially during the hump scene.
Like when I saw it, there was like some young people in it the second time I saw it. I'm like, just go home, read a book, hug your ma, tell her you love her.
Tell her you love her. Then come back and get massacred by a clown, you fucking 5-year-old.
I only gave that 2 years. The next movie was in 2019. You think they gave me a lot longer to build that up, like get script ready, get everything right. You know,
they probably have it ready already.
I
Did you just laugh at already ready?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be 3 years. I like when movies have 3 years, not 2. 2 years is like they're gonna.
What are you talking about?
They're gonna be
It's gonna be
pushing
2018 in like 5 minutes, and then we'll fucking.
2019.
I know, but
See,
that's what I mean.
They
Like,
could have had this written before even the first one was made.
Yeah, but it's such a success. It's nearly made $1 billion. Nearly made $1 billion. That doesn't happen with horrors.
it does. Horrors make a lot of money.
What last horror made $1 billion? Google that.
No, about $1 billion, but I say the what's the one I love story?
Yeah, hang on. Let me just roll back through my archives and I'll let you
The
know.
one the one that you hate. The one that we
Conjuring.
The Conjuring, yeah. I'd say they-
I don't hate it. I think it's just hilarious. It's not scary. Like highest gossing movie. I think you'll find that's Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants.
I Am Legend.
It's not really a horror though, isn't it?
Hang on, yeah, that's fucking IMDb. Don't mind them.
Alright.
Business Insider, maybe. Hello and welcome to the podcast where we Google things. 250 million, 250 million. This would be a much better list if it was like just words.
Yeah. And we were saying them.
Yeah, alright.
Shutter Island. I like Shutter Island. There's loads of continuity issues with the movie.
Shutter Island.
Did you say Sugar Island?
Shutter Island, no.
It has a ton of continuity issues.
The because the twist is that he's crazy. That's why it's Ghostbusters is a horror movie.
It's number 12. Oh god, I hate the Resident Evil movies.
How are they still making that?
Because
'Cause he-
Mila Jovovich is banging the director.
I was gonna say that a little nicer. 300 million.
To be
Van
fair,
Helsing.
I'd let Mila Jovovich make crap
The
movies.
Conjuring. I thought The Conjuring made a bit more money than that.
Second one did, but only slightly more. Like 2
I like
million
both
more.
of them. But I hated Annabelle.
Yeah, what's
Fuck it. And I haven't seen the new one because I hate the
7, Hannibal, Signs.
4.
Signs made movies. I said
And
made money. Fuck's
The
sake,
Exorcist.
The Exorcist. I don't know if these are adjusted for inflation either. So
600. Oh, it's 2. And
6 cents.
so horrors don't make that amount of money.
Yeah, but if you consider their budget, like the reason it making $1 billion is a massive deal is because like
It
the
was only
budget was tiny. Like
It's a couple of million.
yeah, like do you know what I mean?
And it's still shown. I love that it's still in theaters, and it's coming out on DVD and digital download for the 19th of December.
Is that American or
American probably.
yeah?
release.
Because we barely ever get fucking DVD releases. Like
Yeah, but digital digital as well is like that time.
yeah, but like digital can still be region locked. Like if you get me. No, it's nowhere near $1 billion in that thing. It still doesn't make another 400 million.
Yeah, 400 million and it's still in theaters.
Yeah, in one showing. Like you're not gonna make
Yeah,
400
but
million in one showing
It's
at 10 o'clock at night.
close to $1 billion, and that's impressive as fuck.
It's
How's that not impressive for a horror movie?
It's impressive that they made like 20 times their budget. That's impressive. It doesn't need to be $1 billion, like, do you know what I mean? Anyway, back to that movie we were talking about.
Alright, cool. So
20 minutes?
10
10 words or less. Alright, Gabra. Good stuff, Kev.
What's Michael Fassbender's name in this again? Detective.
Hull. Harry Hull.
Right.
Or Hulle in Norwegian.
Harry,
Sorry, Norwegian people for...
Harry looking for... No, Harry, with help from Ma, tries to solve murder.
Harry, but through the looking glass. I don't think I could do this in 10 words or less.
I can sweat. That's what's my statement.
Detective story. All right, if you like detective stories.
Detective Harry Hall investigates the disappearance of a woman whose
Did you
pink
just Google-
scarf is found wrapped around an anonymous.
Wait, is
looking
that right
snowman.
there?
No,
Is
I
it-
think you just googled it.
All right.
No, I made that up.
All right. So can we?
Is that why there was like 15 words?
So can we just end it?
Well,
I
no.
love how that has the Snowman review, lukewarm serial killer thriller. The Guardian.
Right. So it's basically people are dying and the murderer is leaving a snowman. Well, they're disappearing. For some of them, are disappearing.
Why does he leave the Snowman though? Why?
Because when his ma died, he made a snowman.
Um,
That's like none of the killer's like motivations make any sense at all.
So
To me, anyway, but that's because I'm not a psychopath.
it's all about abortions and stuff like that. The reason he's killing is abortions. His calling card is a snowman. It's in a cold place. Michael Fassbender barely speaks. He looks like he's hungover.
I think because I like Michael Fassbender as well, I liked this movie a little bit.
I like the movie. I just like American Assassin. I just thought it was too heavy with like.
Yeah, it's just kind of paint by numbers type job. Recommendations, I'd say if you enjoyed this a bit, watch Memento. Or not Memento, fucking Insomnia.
I'd go Nymphomaniacs.
Nymphomaniac, really?
Yeah. 1 and 2.
The movies you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Definitely watch them.
I would say the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Which one?
The
original
American
Ukrainian
one.
one.
the Daniel Craig one.
Alright, so that's been a quick. This might be edited for us.
No,
Yeah.
hang on.
This has been a quick review of
Well,
The
no,
Snowman.
like, why didn't you like it though?
Why didn't I like it?
Did not like it.
It just, for me, it was very bland. Like, they had J.K. Simmons, Val Kilmer, Michael Fassbender, and it just...
But what was missing for you? Like,
I don't know, it just, like...
Didn't click.
If it didn't click with me, and for me, the movie was just kind of beige. Like, if beige was a movie, be The Snowman, do you know what I
It's
mean?
fine. There'll be probably.
Like, for me, a good job of this would have been if we understood why the serial killer was killing people. Like, in the beginning, it looked like he was killing people that were like his mom, that like broke up marriages and slept around or whatever. But then he also kills men and stuff. Do you know the kind of way? Whereas, like, if he was like,
that doesn't really bother me. Like in terms of a psychological thriller, it's no
it's no Insomnia.
Insomnia. That's exactly the film I was about to say.
Mm.
But that's like, I wouldn't take it away from it. It's still definitely worth a watch. I think it's a good thriller. It's a decent watch, decent acted, decent storyline.
I don't know. For me, it's like you said with Blade Runner. It's very missable. Like, if you didn't see this, you're not missing out.
Yeah, well, I agree to that extent that it's not like a fucking classic. It's not something that
It's not going to stick around.
It's going to talk about, but it's definitely, if you've nothing to do and it was on, it's definitely worth a watch.
It was on the telly or something. Yeah, I'd say flicker on. Anyway, if anyone has any further thoughts they'd like to comment in the section down below, go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed us, and the two Kevs and I will see you next week.
Till then.